Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Willowdale's Backyard Mini Farm. And today I want to talk to you about chips, or wood chips, as they're sometimes referred to as. You'll notice right here in this little tomato bed that to your right we've got some fine chips, and to your left we've got some bigger chips, bigger chunks. And what I've done was basically through the local arborist here in Toronto, Canada, I contacted our local arborist and basically asked for as much as he could give me in the way of chips. And how it works in most places is that you just get in touch with these folks, and they often are just trying to get rid of the chips, so you can get them for free of charge, which of course we love here. And so I got about 3 yards of this stuff in this format, the larger chip format with some of the finer chips of course mixed in. I got them delivered right to our door, and we basically screened off the chips, built a couple of screens, and screened off the chips so that we can get this finer looking chip for our bedding boxes, and the more coarser, bigger chips for the walkways in between the bedding boxes. And this has worked out really nicely for a few different reasons. And if you guys want to get the full deal on the benefits of using wood chips in your garden, I would highly recommend watching Back to Eden. It's a film put together by Paul Gauchi, and it's a great film, an inspiring film on using wood chips in your garden and sort of how he came about that. Because he was a farmer, and a traditional farmer, and once he discovered the wood chips, he basically has been using them ever since, and to great effect. So I'd highly recommend you check that out. That's Back to Eden by Paul Gauchi. And in a nutshell, I'll just give you an example of how this worked so effectively in our garden. Over at our peach tree in the back corner of our garden, we use the wood chips, about 6 to 8 inches of chips, and just the bigger chips, not even the finer stuff. And we use that for the base of our peach tree. And yesterday we just harvested a bucket full of peaches. This is the 3rd year we've had this tree. We harvested a bucket full of peaches from this little guy, and they're fantastic, beautifully sweet and succulent peaches. And as you can see there, the chips. I watered this plant a grand total of 2 times, maximum 3 times throughout the entire summer. And that's incredible, right? I only watered it a couple of times, and it produced a bucket full of peaches, this tiny little tree. And I think a lot of that can be attributed to the fact that we've got chips. The chips retain water, and so you don't have to water as much. It's kind of the way God designed things to work, as Paul explains in his movie. And it's very, very, very cool. So there you go. I would highly recommend, again, checking out Back to Eden, and also check out getting chips into your garden. Okay folks, I hope that was useful, and we'll see you next time.